It's been 15 years since that deadly tragedy, and for family members who lost loved ones in the bombing, it doesn't get any easier as the years go by.
I don't think it does get any easier. It seems like it gets harder every anniversary that takes place. It gets harder.
Terrence Couch shares how he lost a good friend when he lost his sister, 33-year-old Valerie Couch, who was just a year younger than him.
She was outgoing, religious. She loved to play softball, basketball. She loved sports. She was a very big OSU fan. She was probably the biggest one that I know. We found out the news and saw on the TV that there was an explosion in downtown Oklahoma City, and I didn't know that was her building, but my mom knew exactly. She had been there a lot more times than I had, and she knew exactly it was her building, and she thought the worst, and so it was downhill from there.
His family analyzes all the things that could have changed the outcome of that day. If a meeting the day before had not been canceled, or if she had been just a few feet away from where she was at the time of the bombing, all scenarios that did not change would actually happen.
She went to a 9 o'clock meeting in her boss's office. She was the marketing director of the Federal Employees Credit Union, and on the 3rd floor, and she was in an office with like the head of the credit union, and her boss was on one side of the desk and she was on the other side, and they were all seated around in the office for a meeting. And when actually the bomb went off, then all the floors came down and pancaked where they were sitting. But her boss was thrown back from her desk to a window, and she ended up surviving. But all the other people that were in the room didn't survive.
When he learned who was responsible for the deadly attack, the first emotion he felt was anger.
At first I was very angry, and especially when I found out it was not terrorists like at the 9/11 bombing. When I found out it was someone that I may have ran into, or someone that was just an everyday person that just had extreme dislike for the government and took it out on innocent people, that made me even more angry. But in time, I've learned to forgive and let it get past me. If I didn't, I don't think I could go on. I think I just wouldn't be able to live my life normally.
But he says it's only with God's help that he's been able to forgive. In Tulsa, I'm Angela Rosecrans, the Oklahoma News Report.
Good ways, and I think in some ways the Tea Parties are good. That they get people to ask questions